Hello, my friends. Today's date is January the 4th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date, or if this is an anniversary or a special event date. But primarily, this is a birthday reading for the year to follow. It is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or a synopsis card. This is the general energy card for the year. It's Thanatos. And Thanatos is, well, we all understand death. Death is a big, heavy piece of losing someone or something that was very important to us. But Thanatos is the wider understanding that death occurs all the time, that things are always changing, that what was will never be again, and that every time we lose something of value, or lose a phase, or lose a segment, or lose a person, or lose a relationship, or things fall apart, it is a death in a way, because it is no longer what it was before. And we often have our hearts in these things, and we often feel that great loss, and we often go through that surrender and that release and that relinquishment of control that we don't have when death occurs, when something is lost, when someone is gone, when something is painfully taken away from us and leaves a hole in our aura. So, there are many healers today, hospice workers, nurses, doctors, beings who assist people in their transitions in life through death, through their loss of parts of themselves that have been important to them. And so they have a strong capacity to understand Thanatos on the biggest picture possible, that life is death, is life, is death, is life, and it's a cycle, and it's a circle, and it will keep continuing. And the only thing that we can do when we lose something or someone is important to us is to feel our pain and to surrender our lack of surrender our control, because we have no control, and to do the grieving work needed to allow the memories to be, warm and comforting memories of what once was, and not something that feels full of pain and full of anger and full of denial, or full of whatever is the emotion that might lock us up and not let us feel into the depth that we need to do to release something. So what is your particular challenge? It's the Three of Wands. I love this card. It's someone watching a boat coming in or a boat going out, but it's someone understanding that if the boat is going out and they're left on the shore, that there's a sadness there. And even though it might be one that's also full of great inspiration and joy, there's a sadness for change. There's a sadness for letting go of seeing people go away, or seeing ideas go away, or seeing situations go away. So your challenge is letting something leave you this year, or someone leave you this year. Going away from you. Maybe it's a phase, maybe it's a plan, maybe it's a business proposition, maybe it's a business, maybe it's a home life, maybe it's a home, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a person of great connection and joy that you love. Maybe it's parts of yourself and your inability to use them anymore. Maybe it's your own life that's shortening on some level, and there's a need to surrender. There's a need to, because you have no control in many ways with what has gone and what is leaving. And the only thing that you can value is that boat may return. That boat might come back to you in a different form, with different people, quite possibly. Maybe the same people, but most often the different people who will come in and affect your world and let you love again and let you heal again and let you come through again. But you have to let go on some level of something that is important to you, something that inspires you, something that has given you great passion and great willpower to keep something going with, or in, or through. And so, what do you do when you do that? When you can't do that? When you can't seem to let go? When you bind yourself up with either denial and you become flat, or anger and you become hot, or or whatever is the energy, grief that you don't let go and you become clogged up. Those are things that are our immediate physical resonators that say, "Oh, we're not letting go. We're not opening up to what might be the next thing. We're not opening up to healing and appreciating what it had because it's bound into our own pain and our own fear and our own projections and our own wishes that things didn't die and that people didn't die and those things and people close to us didn't have to leave us, or the plans that we made that seemed so promising no longer give that promise to us and need to take a new course of action. So, what is your action to take with the frog? And the frog is all about cleansing. Frog is one of the universal creatures that has been used in many different cultures for cleansing, in healing work. Many shamans hold frogs in their hands as they do healing work. Many medicine people put frogs in their mouths as they do healing work, and then take the frog out and blow the water from the frog all over somebody. There's the frog is good on land and the frog is good on water. So it has the capability of healing physical things and healing emotional uh, energies that don't support us any longer. So this is card is saying you need to get some retreat. You need to get some water into your system to flow, to move stuck energies, to let go of things and surrender. The ocean, the river, those are great things. Powerful uh, um, energies of water that if you step into them, you're never the same again, because the ocean will dissolve you, and the river will take away things that you don't need anymore. So you need to step into these rivers, whatever that means. How is your healing work done? Is that through somebody else? Is it through yourself? Is it through exercise and diet and rethinking? Is it through praying and crying and seeking comfort and uh, uh, nourishment from something else or someone else, or just doing it to yourself and saying, all right, what do I need to do to heal this? Where can I go? What can I do? How can I think? How can I breathe? How can I hear my heart? How can I go into the depths of my soul and release things that no longer serve me? And in doing that, you come to this remarkable card. I always see a pregnant person, a pregnant woman, of course, but there's a fire in her belly, but there's also a fire in her third eye. And that said, there's a consciousness that is woven inside of her. There's a consciousness woven inside of you that understands that death is part of life, that understands that change is part of the necessity of being, that understands that growth does not come from holding on and holding back and holding down, but from letting go and surrendering and appreciating and coming to better places in our own physical beings, mental beings, emotional beings, and soul beings, heart beings, for us to go forward knowing that every time we love something or someone, that we're going to lose that something or someone, but it's worth the price to open our hearts and feel that love and face that loss at some point, because the presence of the joy and the warmth and the inspiration that does come from them, or the projects, or the issues, or the people, or the animals, or the parts of ourselves that we want to love and appreciate, is that we love and appreciate them more because they won't last. Neither will we. And in that great understanding of thanatos, the gradual death of everything, the unconquerable death of everything, and the unconquerable rebirth of everything, do we come to a better place in our hearts and our souls, and do we come to a place of balance in our being? And can we use our fires and our passions for those people and those things that really have meaning for us in this moment, and not just give ourselves away or deny ourselves to that great power of love and connection and communion? Ahom Ataprias, and blessed be.